welcome back to T Boys TV. I hope you're well. Ooh, I'm well. I'm being a bit quiet as my setup is asleep. You know what I'm saying? He's got work early in the morning. But obviously, I'm here for Champions League predictions. Big up Chris, the first Stokes, who was already in the chat. Hi, me, Chris. Yep. Thank you for coming onto the channel. Obviously, as you can see, Prime is not here yet. He will be here. It's just apparently his Wi-Fi is playing up, but that's fine because on these Champions League predictions, as you lot know, I talk about the previous games and then we get into the predictions. So yeah, obviously game week 4. Now what they tend to do, the games that were played in game week 3, they change it around to save. Like Liverpool played Atletico Madrid away. Now we'll play them at home. Even same with Europa League. West Ham played Genk at home. They'll now be playing them away. You know what I'm saying? They do it like that sort of thing. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first game, Besiktas 1, Sporting 4. Now, I did not expect this. The first 3 goals were all headers. You know what I'm saying? Coates used to play for Liverpool, scoring a header. And then they scored a header, and then Coates scored one. And then they just slapped him up, dominated him. Like, I really didn't expect that. Obviously, on my score prediction, I said 1-1 draw. Lewis, who I did it with last time, he said 2-1 Sporting, so he got a point. So, yeah, Christopher Stokes says, how many in this chat? 2, I believe, but some people might join later. I don't know, it is quite late as well, isn't it? So, yeah. But, yeah, I was very surprised with that. You know what I'm saying? Moving on, though, to the next game, which was Club Brugge 1, Man City 5. Now, I didn't expect this. I only said 2-1 City. Thought it'd be a closer game. Obviously, Club Brugge have done well in their previous games in the Champions League so far, getting a draw to PSG and a win. Was it a win? I think it was a win against Leipzig away, which is a very good result. But I suppose it's a City's quality that shone through. You know what I mean? Goal from Cancelo in 30 minutes. Took him 30 minutes to score, though. Then Mahrez got a goal, definite penalty. He got 2 goals as well. Kyle Walker with a goal, decent finish. And then Palmer with a goal. Very happy for him. Youngster, he's a very good talent. And he got a goal. And then they got a goal. Consolation, but that was it. But big up their fans for staying until the end. You know what I mean? But yeah, Christopher Stokes says, I hope they come. Yeah, so do I. But yeah, moving on from that game, the next game was Shakhtar versus Madrid, which I didn't expect this to happen how it did as well. Not Man City, sorry. Real Madrid winning 5-0. Now, I said it'd be a 2-2 draw. I just thought the way Madrid have been recently, you know, they're not looking too great. I thought that would play a part. And Lewis said 3-2 Madrid. So he said a tight game, but a Madrid wins. Obviously, he got a point for that. An own goal, horrible own goal. You know what I mean? By Real Madrid. Vinicius, not Real Madrid, sorry, Shakhtar Donetsk. Vinicius getting 2 goals. Rodrigo, Benzema. You know what I'm saying? I thought it'd be closer due to the mess Real Madrid are in, but you know they got a very good away win and the quality was there, I suppose. But Prime is here now, so I'm going to add him. You know what I'm saying? Our guest for this week. Right, mate.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Apologies. Lateness.
Is it all good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's all good.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. I might have connection issues, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
no worries, no worries.
Good.
But yeah, basically what I do, so I talk about the previous games. So I just spoke about the Real Madrid one, so I'm moving on to the next one. which is obviously PSG 3, Leipzig 2. Obviously, if you watch these games as well and you want to have your say, feel free. From this game, now I said it would be 2-1 PSG. My mate said 2-2. So obviously I got a point, you know what I'm saying? But Mbappe have a goal. Now decent finish, you know what I'm saying? Took it well. And then Leipzig getting an equaliser. That was a decent goal as well. And then they go 2-1 up. So it's 1-1 at half time. Then they go 2-1 up. I think that was better than the first goal. And then Messi scoring 2 goals. One of them, he was just there to tap it in. And then the second one, good penalty, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, what I could say as well from that game, they had another penalty. For me, both of them were penalties. But Mbappe missing a penalty again. That's not the first time he's done that recently, is it? That was a shocking penalty. Did you see that? I'm guessing you saw that.
Yeah, I saw a bit of that game. PSG don't look that good,
No,
do
they
they?
don't, do they?
Season, like, they've got all these superstars and everything, and Poch is meant to be the superstar, best manager in the world, and it just doesn't work. Like, people complain about Ollie that he's got this super team and there's no patterns or system or tactics. Is Poch any better?
No.
Like, in all honesty, like,
no, I don't think he is, to be quite honest with you. You know, I said it. I don't think they'll win the Champions League. I said that from the start. I feel it's just, one, there's too much expectation, and two, what people seem to forget is they still have to gel as well. And have you seen the stuff that come out about Ramos, that they've said about Ramos?
Yeah, they're releasing him because of his injury. Like, that is weird because Ramos, he's never been known for injuries.
No.
So, like, it's that everything's going on. They're going to regret that big time.
Yeah.
Like, a club like if Man City get Sergio Ramos, like, they could win the Champions League next season or something, or even this season. Like, you know, he's a massive leader and presence in that team. Where I'm like, I don't know, PSG, it's hard for me to say they're not run well because in terms of marketing and everything, they're brilliant. But on the pitch, they just care about the biggest stars. Like, going from the likes of Zlatan and Thiago Silva, they bought David Luiz from us for ridiculous money. You know, and then getting Neymar, buying Mbappe, like they've got Messi now, Donnarumma, like they've got a superstar team, and they just have, I don't know, like too many egos. Maybe bring in Zidane. Like, I don't rate Zidane highly, but he would get them. He would get that team to play.
Them playing, basically. Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. I don't think Pochettino's all that, to be honest. Like, what has he won? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't. I don't know. It's one of them things. But yeah. Just quickly, I'm going to put myself on mute because someone is calling me. So if you want to touch more on about that game, then
yeah. Chris Welch said Poch's ball job the Argentinian bridesmaid. That is very, very true. Like, Poch, he's in the same tier as Ollie and Brendan Rodgers and co. But yeah, that game 3-2 Leipzig. Leipzig, you know, they've always got a goal scoring threat. Andrea Silva scored, who I don't rate highly. Mukele is a phenomenal player. He can play right back, center back. He actually is a center back, to be fair. He's playing wing back now at Leipzig. Leipzig is just a brilliant team, and even when Nagelsmann gone, they still seem to be functioning fairly well. Seem to be functioning very well, and that table. I mean, Leipzig are bottom of their table, Champions League. City PSG are top on 7 points. City are second at 6 points. And Bruges are third with 4. So that group is kind of close. Right?
Yeah, apologies about that. Someone rang me and never ring me. And when they ring me, it's usually important. So sort of had to answer. But Yeah, I heard roughly what you're saying. So he's talking about the group, right?
Yeah. So just checking out their group real quick. PSG are top.
Yeah,
City are second, and third is Club Bruges. So
yeah,
and it's fairly close. It's 7, 6, and 4 points
mm.
respectively. So it's all to play for. I mean, if City play Club Bruges, I and I know City beat Club Brugge last time, but they are a stubborn team. And Leipzig, it wouldn't surprise me if they got a result from PSG. Then all of a sudden, that group starts looking, a
Very
big team
interesting. Yeah,
could get a shock.
yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next game. Now, obviously, you lot know, don't know watch along to it, everything like that. You know how it is at Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid 2, Liverpool 3. Now, obviously, I've done a match reaction and that, so I won't go on for too long. But we started off brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Goal from Salah, brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Brilliant, lot of skill. They're saying Milner's goal. Now, I don't know. I don't really care whose goal it is as long as it is a goal. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we had that, and then Keita scored another great goal, similar to the goal he scored against Crystal Palace on the full volley. And I was very surprised with how Atletico were in them opening minutes, especially at home, and especially of how we've been recent years with them as well. It's sort of become a European rivalry. But yeah, I was very surprised about that. And then obviously, you know what happened. Griezmann got a goal back and then got another goal. And then obviously it goes in 2-2. Now, you know, it was not great defending. Like what we've had a lot of this season is we've won the ball, but we've not won it fully. And then we've just lost it straight away. And, you know, most of that happened there. And then moving on in the second half, I suppose the big bit was obviously the third goal. We got penalty. Now that was definitely a penalty. Stupid from the Atletico Madrid player to give that away. And Salah, calm, brilliant penalty. And then obviously they had a penalty as well. No, did they have? Was it a penalty or did it get overturned? Actually, I can't even remember. Got overturned, didn't it? Too many games, mate. Too many games. I can't even remember. Oh yeah, it got overturned. That was it. And yeah, you know, I was very happy with that, especially with obviously how we done the last time we went there, the 1-0 loss, and obviously what they done to us at Anfield. So yeah, it was good, and you know, another 3 points, won all our games so far. So yeah, but as I said, done a match reaction and player rating, so I won't go on with it for too long. But is there much you want to say about that game, Prime?
Yes, I do. I said last year, back when Van Dijk got injured and the whole thing of how bad your defense was and stuff, and people saying Van Dijk will come back and he'll fix your problems and everything. And I kept saying he's not going to come back the same world-class centre back. He's going to look a bit dodgy at times, and your defense, if you're completely relying on him, it's going to be a bit of a culture shock with Liverpool. I know you guys can score goals for fun, and even with City, I know you guys can score 3, 4, 5 a game. That is, fair enough. But your defenses are not great. Like if that game was, I know you ended up winning the game, right? But it was 3-2 against an Atletico Madrid team that do not score goals for fun. You played Brentford. I know we're getting into Premier League, but you played Brentford.
It's facts.
3-3 as well. I know you beat City. City were better and took their chances. That could have been 2-0 straight away.
Exactly.
You guys concede goals for fun, and it's not for a team that's like Alisson's meant to be a brilliant goalkeeper. He meant to have brilliant centre backs and everything. What is going wrong? What is the problem there?
Well, as you said, Van Dijk when he's come back, he's not going to be on job. you know, I think Alisson's done all right, to be honest. He's made some big saves. But yeah, I feel obviously it's not to do with the defence, but I feel Fabinho missing is also a part because you know how he can win the ball, come back and help. But yeah, I don't know what's going on really. Like the attack is helping us, as you said. But yeah, I don't really know, to be quite honest with you.
But like, you need to, I don't know, like maybe it's up to Klopp then to find a way around that, because if you, I don't know how long Fabinho was out for. He might be back in a week or two, and what I'm saying no longer matters. But if it's a long-term injury for him, and you guys continue playing like this, like, is it sustainable? Because eventually teams will know how to keep you guys out, or
yeah, exactly.
they'll just go and outscore you, because there are a lot of teams in this league that they don't have a better attack than you guys, but on a good day, like a Brighton can get a result, or Crystal Palace, Leeds, etc., etc. Yeah, Brighton did. Like anyone, like Arsenal play you guys soon enough. Their attack is not better than you, but on a fluke day, they can beat you 2-1 or 3-2, or get a draw and be 2-2. Like, that's for a team that's meant to be challenging for the league. That's not good enough, because I don't think Chelsea will drop many points. And if you want to win the Champions League or challenge in the Champions League, you can't play Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, or you can't play them and expect to beat them 5-3 or 5-4 in aggregate.
No, I totally agree with that. We do need to fix up on that. I've said that for ages. Well, since the start of this season, obviously, when it's been happening, like I said it the other day, we can't expect to win the league if we're just leaking goals like this. Like, we need to fix up on that. But yeah, I'll read some comments because there's quite a lot that I have not read. There's actually a lot that I haven't read. Well, I'm guessing these sort of questions were for you earlier on. Don't think it'll be an all-English final. Chris says PSG should win the Champions League, but won't under that bridesmaid. We said
yes. PSG, Man City, they're the two favourites for the Champions League. So,
Bayern Munich versus Liverpool final.
Nah,
I can't see that. People are forgetting about Bayern Munich, though. I will be real.
Bayern's defense is not great either. So that could be a goal fest of the final.
Yeah,
so that would be interesting.
I totally agree with that. Chris says Simeon is brilliant, proper Jack in the box, so high putting touchline. The amount of touchline bans he would get if he was in Premier League. That's very true.
Yeah, Simeone.
Mane or Jones, different positions, so you can't. No, I don't feel you can really. Ravi says Liverpool need to sort that issue out of losing the lead. Yes, we came back to win, but they're a bit dodgy. Yeah, it's happened plenty of times where it's cost us, like Brighton, Brentford, City, loads of times. Hi, Chris. So that'll be a decent match. Cool, they're having their own convo in here, isn't they? Maybe Chelsea. What do you think about that? Could you see that?
Bayern v Chelsea. Funny enough, someone told me that like the only team that could stop Chelsea from retaining the Champions League is Bayern Munich.
How do you feel about that?
I think. Look, I see no reason why we can't beat Bayern Munich. They're like,
I agree.
Their biggest threat is Lewandowski. And I know he's a world-class striker, but we can keep in a one-off game. We can keep him out. I don't rate Gnabry that highly. Sane's brilliant, but that's about it. Their defense is dodgy.
Yeah,
and I think in midfield we've got a better partnership than they do. So I see no reason why we can't beat them in a one-off game or over two legs.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. To be honest, no chance. LFC. Okay. I think you meant to put Pulisic or Origi. I'll be totally honest. Pulisic. I rate Pulisic highly. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you where you stand with him. Like if you rate him highly or just all right, you know.
Yeah, I love
he's very good.
Pulisic.
Yeah,
he's it's a shame about his injuries, but on talent, he's probably the second best winger in the league.
Yeah,
I can say second best, or maybe third if Rashford's ahead, because I love Rashford as well.
So yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player. Ravi says he's got a question for you. So, Prime, can Chelsea go all the way?
In what, the Champions League, the Prem?
I'm guessing Champions League. Can they do it again? You know what I mean?
If it's up to me, I'd rather retain the Champions League than win the Prem.
Oh, really?
Because no one's done that. Real Madrid did it, but that's, I don't know, it's record breaking because no English team has managed to retain it.
You look at the Prem and City have done it quite a lot. So
so I don't know, like it's record breaking, and if we can do it with like a double, so say the Champions League and the FA Cup or the Carabao, make it a double or something, and also win, because we just won the Super Cup, we win the Club World Cup alongside it, and start creating, some dominance, because that hasn't been done before. We also then equal Man United on Champions Leagues won. I think we have surpassed Man United in trophies won in Europe all around. So that we start that talk
of your third Champions League, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Third Champions League, 3 in about a decade. So people saying we don't have history, that's creating a big stretch of history right there.
There you go then. Yeah. He's got another question for you. He says, is your squad strong enough to win the Prem and UCL?
Yes, but context within. Yeah, I mean, look, if we can create a bit of a 8-point lead by like March, April, so that's when you start getting to a quarterfinal, semi-final, tough draws. And in the Champions League, if we get, like last season in the quarterfinal, we had to face Porto.
Yeah.
So we were automatically in the semi-final. Like if we can get like quote unquote easier draw come the round of 16 or quarterfinal, then there's no reason why we can't go for both. I want to go for both. Like I'm one of the only fans who actually has pride, or I respect every competition I'm in. So drop out of it. So even if we're playing a second team or a weakened team, it should be still good enough to beat everyone else that's still in it. Do you know what I mean? Like we go for everything. Yeah. Even if you don't win everything, you're having that attempt, because that to me is more impressive than just winning one trophy in a season and saying that you're great. Because great teams, or at least that's for me, great teams have multiple in a season, or they can retain it over the course of 2 seasons. That sort of dominance.
Yeah, as you said, dominance. So yeah, I totally agree with that. But we're going to move on to the next game. Now, actually, before we do that, I'll go through the points. So Liverpool. Yeah.
Oh, also, sorry, that the private chat. Could you check
that? No, I'm not. But yeah, you feel free to do that. Right. Sorry, yeah, I didn't even see that. But yeah, Atletico Madrid. Obviously, I wasn't confident. I said 1-1 draw. And then my mate said 2-1 Liverpool. So obviously he got a point. But the next game, Inter Milan versus Sheriff. Yeah, I've got to make sure I say it right. You know what I'm saying? Now I thought Sheriff. I thought they'd get more points. I thought they'd get a win. I said 2-1. My mate also said 2-1. I just thought it'd be a shock. But obviously it was 3-1 to Inter Milan. But Sheriff's goal, did you see that? That guy again scored the winner against Madrid. Scored a free kick in this game. Someone's going to look at this guy. Jeez, he is actually a sick player.
When I was looking at that group, when it was drawn, and I was saying Sheriff will be, they'll be the whipping boys in the group. Maybe they'll get a point or two, but
Yeah.
they won't provide much threat. And
Yeah,
now,
everyone would have been the same. Don't worry about that one.
yeah, and now all of a sudden it's like, are they dark horses in the Champions League?
Yeah. Oh, trust me, it's crazy. But obviously Dzeko getting the first goal, and then them getting the equaliser in the second half. That free kick was immense. Vidal getting a goal. Now I forgot he even still played football. Do you know what I mean? I thought he retired or something. Good goal though. And then their centre back getting a goal. So in the end, it was a win in which they needed. But Sheriff are still top of the group going into the next group. So it's a madness there. But yeah, obviously I said the points from that. Now the next game. Now I didn't expect this. I did not expect this at all either. Obviously Ajax versus Dortmund. Now I said 3-2 Dortmund. My mate, he said 3-1 to Dortmund. It ended up being 4-0 to Ajax. What a display by Ajax. The only good chance Dortmund had from that game, that I saw anyway, was the Haaland shot. What a save by the goalkeeper onto the crossbar. But yeah, like Roy's own goal, Blim with a goal. I believe that's like his first goal in like a year or something. Great goal as well. Anthony, Liverpool are linked with Anthony. Good finish into the bottom left corner. And then Haller, who's doing very well since he's went there, getting a goal. But yeah, did you see this game, Prime?
Yeah, I saw the highlights. Quality. What is wrong with Dortmund?
Yeah.
Like, not even. I expected them to concede goals, but like they're not even scoring. And they played Haaland, Marlin, and Rice in the front three. Like,
yeah. You'd expect that to do things, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like, are they missing? I know Sancho's not doing much at United right now, but are they missing that sort of creativity in that team? Because I looked through that 11. Because like I looked through that 11, I also looked through that bench. A lot of them are goal scorers. But there's no real,
definitely.
I don't know. Maybe it'll take time for that to click. But from Ajax's point of view, they seem to be slowly getting back to. Remember where they were? Is it 3 years ago now? 4 years ago, when they got to that semi-final?
The semis, yeah.
That strong Champions League run. Like, they seem to be slowly getting back there. Duska Tanic, she's a player that I've loved since he was at Southampton. I was surprised Liverpool did not buy him at all, because during that time period they're just buying everyone from them, and it seemed like a typical move that should happen. It didn't. Anthony is a good player. Is he ready right now to make the step up to Liverpool? Probably not, because he might be replacing
I wouldn't say so.
Mane or Salah, but they've got a good team. I don't think they'll get to the semi-finals again, but who knows? Maybe they can do something this season.
Yeah, no, definitely think that, especially with how they've been. Chris says, I was clearly only one who wasn't shocked about Dortmund result. Like, I knew they could lose, but not like that. Like, I just didn't expect that at all. He also says, have Dortmund ever been that great defensively? That's also true, to be fair. In recent times, they've been more open than Gemma Collins' legs, in my opinion, anyway. Oh, that's brilliant.
I'm not shocked by them conceding goals. I mean, 4 is excessive, but I'm not shocked that they conceded against Ajax. I'm shocked that they didn't score. Like, if they'd lost 4-3 or 4-2,
like I said,
that would have made
so I thought they'd concede 2 goals. Yeah.
Exactly. So if they'd lost like that, like a 4-2 or a 3-2, then it would be fair enough. But the fact that they didn't score at all, like, it's weird.
Very weird. But the next game we're going to move on to, obviously the other game in Liverpool's group. The points for that, I said 3-1 Milan. Don't even know why. My mate Lewis, obviously you lot know, said 2-1 Milan, so obviously we've got no points. Finish off 1-0 Porto. And you got to feel a bit sorry for Milan. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, us getting the win against them 3-2, Henderson with a great goal, conceding a penalty last minute to Atletico, and then losing this game 1-0. But from this game, what I saw, they just didn't look great at all. The goal was in the second half, Diaz. But yeah, like Porto, especially in the first half, just seemed to be all over them. Had one or two shots, but they just had more of the ball and stuff. The shots they had were just going wide until the goal. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest of games. But Porto have got 3 points. Did you see this game at all? Don't blame me if you didn't.
Nah, I caught it up a bit in the highlights. I don't know, because I looked at the Milan squad a bit, and it's a good squad. I know they're missing Donnarumma, but they've got Tomori at the back, who's he's getting praised by Maldini, and I think on form he's been one of the best centre backs in Europe. Really underrated. You've got Kessie in midfield, Sandro Tonali, who I think is a phenomenal talent, and he would develop into a brilliant player. You've got Zlatan up front. You've got Giroud. They've got a good team and they've got options, and they should definitely be able to make. Like, I would have thought if they finished third Europa League football, then fair enough, because that is a fairly tough group. But even now, when you look at it, I know they're on 0 points, but Porto are on 4, and Atletico Madrid are on 4. Like, there's 3 games left. I don't know who they're playing next, but it's
Who? Sorry, who?
Milan. Milan are playing. Oh, they're playing Porto. Like, Porto again, conceivably, they could beat Porto.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, things look quite possible, because then they're on 3, Porto are on 4. Then, depending if Atletico can get a result from you guys or they lose again, they're on 4 points, and all of a sudden, that second place spot seems to be a fight. The last 2 games, which they're capable of doing, but they're also doing very well in the Serie A right now as well. So maybe it's a thing of, if they get knocked out, it doesn't matter much if they go for a real Serie A push.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And it's another thing, you didn't really know how they're going to really come into the Champions League, because obviously you haven't been in it for years. You weren't really expecting like how they were going to be, was you? So, but I feel the first 2 games, they were unlucky. Maybe not this Porto one, because they didn't, from what I saw, they didn't really do too much. But yeah, as Chris says here, Diaz is quality as well. He is a very good player. I will be real. He also says, we usually beat Porto comfortably. That's very true. When they play someone else, they give others a game. That is true. But yeah, we're going to move on to the next game, which was Salzburg 3, Wolfsburg 1. Now, the points for that, I said 1-0 Salzburg, so I got a point. Lewis said 2-1 Salzburg, so we also got a point. Now, I watched the highlights. Obviously, Salzburg getting a goal in the 3rd minute, and then Wolfsburg returning in the 15th minute, and then Salzburg getting 2 goals in the second half. But yeah, like I don't really know what to really say about this game. I don't really watch the teams a lot. But Salzburg getting 3 points. Guessing you're the same as me. You don't really tend to watch these sort of games.
Nah, I didn't watch it at all. However, can I just say, Salzburg have Karim Adeyemi up front. Are you guys linked with him?
I think so.
Yeah, he's a good talent. He's a really good talent.
Yeah. I mean, we're linked with everyone. We're linked FC. Do you know what I mean? We never actually end up getting people. Do you know what I mean? But next game, obviously, this team are in the mud, but they actually got some points here in which they needed. Obviously, they lost their previous 2 games, both of them 3-0, I believe. Barcelona taking on Dynamo Kiev. Now, I actually said 1-0 Barcelona, so I got 3 points there. Lewis said 2-1 Barcelona, so obviously you got a point there. But yeah, it's weird seeing the Camp Nou so empty. Like, do you know what I mean? It is weird. PK with the goal. But other than that, don't really think there's much to report on from that game. Did you see that game at all? The highlights or anything like that?
I saw the highlights. I'm so happy, but I don't like. But I'm so happy what's happening with Barca right now. And I said that this downfall I've been saying for a few years now that it's coming, especially what I was saying when Messi
Especially
retires.
of what they were doing with the wages.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I know because Neymar kind of gave them an ultimatum saying, like, you know, I want more money, build a team around me, or I'll go. And he left, and they focused so much on Messi and bringing in, you know, these old guys like the likes of Vidal, keeping Suarez, and then eventually letting him go, like making stupid decisions and not building the team again properly. But when they still had the money, but now they have to do it from scratch and they're broke. Like it's this is brilliant, and obviously they won't get relegated, obviously not, but
no.
I just want to face them in the Champions League and give them a bit of a slapping. And I think Xavi coming in is not much of a difference he's going to make. They're trying to do the whole Pep Guardiola thing again. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I totally agree. Has he even had Xavi even had like managerial experience at all?
I think he did. He worked in their youth setup, and I think he managed out in the Middle East. I think he managed out in like Qatar or something, or Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be that great, to be honest. Chris says, no wonder Barcelona won Super League. Very true. Ravi also says Barca wasted so much money lately. So much ridiculous. Chris also says Xavi managing Qatar. Yeah, that's what he was just saying. But yeah, they actually got a win here, got 3 points. Obviously, wasn't convincing, but a win's a win. You know what I mean? The next game.
Where are Barca in that group? Third. Wow. Europa League. I mean. Oh, I want to see that.
I know. But yeah, next game, obviously, you know me, the 0-0s I don't really talk about. Lille 0, Sevilla 0. Yeah, from what I saw, there weren't much to really see, you know what I mean? We'll talk about. So yeah, we'll just move on from that. Now, the next game at Old Trafford, Ronaldo saves the day again, don't he? How many times, especially in the Champions League, how many times, man, is this guy going to do that? Obviously, I took on Atlanta. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'll do the points. So for Lille, me and Lewis both said 2-1 Sevilla. Obviously, nothing there. United, I said 2-0, so I got a point. Lewis said 2-1 United, so obviously you got a point as well. But Atlanta going 2-0 up. And then second half, Rashford gets a goal. Good finish. He does score goals like that a lot, doesn't he? He loves to make a run, tuck him into the bottom right. But yeah, he got a goal. Keeper didn't really have any chance of saving that. And then Maguire getting a goal. Now that was actually a decent finish. I will not lie. By
a captain's goal. Captain's goal.
Yeah. And then not too long after, Ronaldo getting a goal. Brilliant leap and a brilliant header. But he saved them again, mate. He has saved them again. What's your thoughts on this? Because obviously you're bound to have seen this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man United. I don't know. This is the game where, I don't know. Like Atalanta, they had, a lot of their centre backs missing. They were playing midfielders at centre back, and I think they were missing one of their goal scorers and stuff, and they're still able to put 2 past United in the first half. But the thing is, I didn't watch the first half, by the way, so I was asking around at United fans and stuff. Was it a bit of a fluke thing? Because I saw the highlights, and United did miss a few chances in the first half. Like if that was a different day, maybe the score would have been 2-1 in the first half, and all of a sudden it does 4-2 or something, or 3-2, whatever, and the game in all doesn't look that bad as it was. So it was a bit of a fluke thing. But United fans were saying, no, this has been building, And I looked at their record up until Spurs, they hadn't kept a clean sheet. I think they've only kept one all season. They haven't. I think they hadn't kept a clean sheet at Old Trafford in like 20 games or something, or they hadn't won at Old Trafford in 20 games, something weird like that. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's time for Ollie to go, but I still think because he's built this squad, he should be given a chance to win or fail with this squad. But it kind of looks right now, getting out of this group could be touch and go. And if we fail to make it out again, he should get sacked. But Conte's available.
I agree.
And he's gone. So they're in a mess. I'm loving it. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah, trust me. You know me. I'm loving it. Shout out McDonald's. You know what I mean? I'm loving it like that. But yeah, it is great to see. But yeah, I'll read some comments. Chris says, keep Ollie at the wheel forever. Yeah, definitely. We shouldn't be annoyed he's still in job. No, we're gas, mate. Ravi says, Ronaldo the curry goes saving Ollie's Ross again. Chris says, Man United still had chances before Atlanta got their goals. True. And even when Atlanta got their goals. Yeah.
Yeah, see, so that's what I'm saying. So, look, if the first half ended 2-1 or maybe even 2-2, all of a sudden, the game's not necessarily that bad. And then second half, United do what they normally do. And they'll win 4-2 or 5-2, something like that. And all of a sudden, no one's speaking about the 2 goals they conceded. No one's speaking about it being a bad game. No one's speaking about it being a bad game because they won the game comfortably in the end. So, it's I don't know, it's a bit of a fluke thing. But then they lose 5-0 to Liverpool, and all of a sudden, them winning 3-2 is even worse. So, what I'm saying doesn't matter.
Oh, that's brilliant. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Now, the other game in your group, obviously Zenit taking on Juventus. Scores for that, I said 1-1 for some reason. I don't know why. I think it was because Zenit were at home. I don't even know. Do you know what I mean? And excuse me, Lewis also said 2-2. So we both said draws. I'm not too sure why. You know what I mean? But obviously it finished 1-0 to Juventus. A goal. I don't even know how to pronounce that guy's name. He got a goal in the 86th minute. But yeah, it was one of them, wasn't it? Zenit actually ended up having more shots, but obviously I just couldn't convert them into goals. But
Dejan Kulishevsky.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's one of them names, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is actually him. Got the goal. But yeah, I'm guessing you saw this because this was the other game in your group.
I did. Juve are I don't know. They've been a bit of a since. I think Allegri left initially, like 3 years ago now. They've been a bit of a sinking ship, and Sarri was supposed to come in and change their whole culture and play this more of an attacking, expansive style. And even though he won the Serie A, people were saying that the season in all was a failure. Even though when you look at that squad, a lot of aging players that Juve had signed previously on expiring contracts, the likes of Sami Khedira and Aaron Ramsey, those sort of players. And he did well. He won the Serie A, but he still got sacked. And then they brought in Andrea Pirlo, and he got top 4, or I don't know if the top 4 is their Champions League spot, but he got Champions League. But he barely scraped that. He didn't do well at all. And now, he was getting so much stick last season. But now, how bad Allegri's doing in the Serie A, maybe it's a thing of Pirlo actually did sort of a good job, because that team is not necessarily that great. But with Ronaldo leaving, I figured that a lot of these players would step up more and take a bit of ownership and responsibility. And they may not have been that great on a consistent basis so far this season, but we've seen against, especially against Chelsea, they all turned up and they put in a phenomenal performance against us. They're able to beat Zenit as well. And like, I look at the group. 1 second. I look at the group. They're top. They've got 9 points. Won all 3 games. Yeah. So like, they're looking. If Chelsea will make it out, but if we want to top the group and have an quote unquote easier draw in the last 16, we have to beat them when we next face them.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, as you said, then since Ronaldo's gone, obviously there's going to be players that are going to step up, and also, as you said, they have aging players. So I don't know. I feel their fans and that need to relax a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which was Benfica versus Bayern Munich. Now, for this, I said 3-1 Bayern Munich. Lewis said 4-1, so obviously you've both got a point. Bayern Munich being Bayern Munich when it comes to scoring goals, you know what I mean? 2 goals from Sane, own goal from Everton, and then Lewandowski of a goal. Lewandowski just, tucked it home. It was just there, you know what I mean? But yeah, this you expected a big goal game from Bayern Munich. But yeah, like I don't really know what else to say from that because you expect it, as I said. But anything you want to say about that game?
Benfica held on for as long as they could, essentially.
Yeah.
Sane, 2 goals, he stole the show. Lewandowski, obviously, he has to get his customary goal contribution game. Again, like I said, or the question that was asked me, can we win the Champions League? Bayern are one of the only, or probably the only team that could stop us. I see, like, if Liverpool were to play them, they could easily outscore Liverpool. As bad as Bayern's, or dodgy as Bayern's defenses, their attack will mean that they will outscore you. So I don't know. I don't know, Lewandowski, because we saw last season, was it in the quarterfinals when they faced PSG? The Bayern got so many chances. If Lewandowski played, the game would have been finished by the first leg. So
yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I even said that at that point last year, he was the missing piece in the puzzle, so to speak. Because obviously, as we said, if he was there, they could have, actually went through. But yeah, next game, your game, you know what I'm saying? What did I say for the score prediction? Now, I said Chelsea get a clean sheet, but I went with a 2-0. Lewis went with a 3-0. So obviously, both got a point. Lewis was closer. Obviously, it finished 4-0 Chelsea. Christensen with a goal. I'll let you, because your team's Chelsea, I'll let you talk about
Sorry, it. back in a second.
No worries. I'll talk about the goal scorers for now then. So Christensen getting a goal. Jorginho scoring 2 penalties and Havertz with a goal. Obviously, this was the game Lukaku and Werner both got injuries. But we'll double check with Prime, but I'm pretty sure they're both still injured now. But yeah, I'm going to read some comments. Prime, make sure you tell the Chelsea crew to, on the first XI, to subscribe to Seaboys TV. If he did that, that'd be much appreciated. But he probably already has. High five to all the United fans, by the way. That's brilliant. Been a brilliant, I can't even speak. Been a quality show tonight. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Appreciate you coming on. But yeah, you expected Chelsea to win this game. I just thought because they haven't really scored too many goals, I went with a 2-0. But yeah, they got goals. And as I said, this was the game Werner and Lukaku both got injured. But yeah, we'll let Prime have his say when he comes back. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it's his team. It's only right. And then we'll be moving on to predicting this week's games. So yeah, big up everyone that's on. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. Share the channel as well. Get more people on this, more people interacting. But yeah, Chris has come in with some breaking news. Tottenham will unveil. Oh yeah, I saw this before we went live. Convincing. Yeah. I saw that. Obviously, that we knew it was going to happen because he arrived in London today, or he was meant to, and obviously he has now. But yeah, that is a very good appointment by Tottenham. But then again, I was thinking about it earlier. They were all gassing up Mourinho, saying, "Oh, he's got trophies," which he has. He went to Tottenham. What happened? You know what I mean? So there's always that in the mind, and it is Tottenham. It's the history of the Tottenham. You know what I mean? But yeah, Pride's back, so I'm going to let him talk about the Chelsea game, have his thoughts. Obviously, he won 4-0 against Malmo. What did you think about that?
That's
he's trying not to disrespect Malmo. You know what I mean?
No, not even that. That's a position we shouldn't be in. Like when the group was drawn, realistically, it should have been. No, we beat Zenit, beat Juve. Then these two Malmo games we can use to play a weakened team against. Rest some of the big guns and still go through. But because of the circumstances that happened, struggling against Zenit, then losing against Juventus, we had to secure this win, playing our strongest players, and now Lukaku and Werner are injured. So I don't blame Tuchel on that front, by the way. That's not his fault. But
no.
They are out for like 4 or 6 weeks, respectively. Well, that's fine, I guess.
Seems to be your fullback scoring anyway at the moment. So
yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have much to say in this game. It was just Christensen got his first goal for the club for Chelsea. Quite a brilliant goal as well. Jorginho scored a brace of penalties. Ballon d'Or winner Jorginho, might I add. But yeah, I don't know. That's about it, really. I mean, I expect more or less the same when we play them tomorrow, actually. So expect a comfortable game.
Yeah. Chris also says today's been one of those mad days, sackings everywhere in England football leagues. Obviously, I know about Nuno, and then I know Barnsley manager, so I'm guessing there was sackings in League 1 and 2 then. But yeah, obviously, there you go. We touched on the Chelsea game now. One more game, I believe, to go through. Yes, there is. Obviously, we won't touch on it for too long, but the points on that, I said 2-2 draw, so obviously I've got nothing. Lewis said 3-2 Young Boys, but obviously it's 4-1 to Villarreal. Boy, I didn't expect this. Obviously, as I said, I expected a draw. I thought it'd be much closer than this, but the Europa League winners absolutely dominating, if we're being totally honest. But yeah, did you see the highlights of this?
Yeah, I mean, Villarreal, I know Young Boys are bad, or they're not that good, I should say. I don't want to disrespect them.
Yeah.
You still don't expect Villarreal to beat them 4-1.
No.
You know what I mean? If you were planning out the group, you would think Villarreal would lose 2-1 and United would beat them. We'd beat Young Boys 4-1. That's what you think would actually happen.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a weird one, but I don't know. Villarreal are a good team. Emery's someone who I like him as a manager. He's not the best, and his football is not the best either, but he is a great tactician, and he can get results when needed. Beat Arsenal in the semi-final of the Europa League, beat United in the final, taking the pens. When we faced them in the Super Cup, I didn't think it'd be easy. I thought we'd beat them 2-1 in extra time. He took us to penalties, and we beat them then. So he's a brilliant tactician, and it looks like he could come to Newcastle and their rebuild with him is going to be brilliant, because the way he was treated at Arsenal with no respect by the fans and players was disgraceful. You don't treat a manager that way. And if he gets the right backing at Newcastle, it's going to be dangerous. He could win, like I already said, I said it's a bit of a joke, but he'll probably win the FA Cup this season. Like, that's something this guy does,
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I said with him, ever since the Europa League semi-final draws, I said that they would go on to win it. I said that from the start. Due to, as we said there, the tacticians, the tactical side of things. Sorry, he's got. I just knew it'd happen. Do you know what I mean? I knew he'd get revenge on Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? And then United, with Ollie, I knew it was coming. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, comments. Perfect game for Chelsea of greatest respect. I wouldn't trust Malmo to hit Gal's backside or even score at Blackpool amusements. Oh my days. Ravi says Prime has, I think he meant to put, yeah, I know he has. As Tuchel have the right balance in his team selection for in the UCL, for the Champions League, obviously he meant to put.
Yes, he does. We underestimated Zenit in terms of, I think the players did, and then Juventus. I was one of the only ones, like among Chelsea fans and stuff, when I was seeing previews. I was the only one saying, "Don't take Juventus lightly. That these players are going to turn up, and they could pull something from us." People were saying, "Oh, they're bad. They're bad in this area. They're bad. No, Ronaldo, they're bad, but we'll slap them." 90 minutes gone, they beat us 1-0.
Yeah.
So, but to be fair, that was also during the week of we had just lost 1-0 to Man City as well and put in a terrible performance. So maybe that's in a bit of hindsight with it as well, I guess. But like, if Juve do have quality players, Kulusevski, they've got the likes of Chiesa, Dybala, even though he's out injured, they've got Locatelli, they've got threats in them. Their centre backs are Bonucci and Chiellini, who were phenomenal in the Euros, so they shouldn't be taken lightly.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm just literally writing the scores, what the current scores are, me versus the guests. So yeah, here they are before we move on to the predictions for this week. It's peak, mate. It's peak. I'm losing by a point. It's so annoying. I'll tell you something good though. I have come back in the Premier League predictions. Leeds really helped me out. I got that game spot on. So yeah, and then obviously I got a point from today's game. So yeah, that was good as well. West Ham, I got a point. So yeah, I've got loads of 1 points, but obviously I'll go on to that. I'll probably be doing the Premier League predictions on Thursday. So yeah, because Southampton versus Villa on Friday. So yeah. But yeah, Chris says a big good evening to Emery if he's watching. But yeah, we're going to move on now to this week's games. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get started. So the first game on here is actually your game. Obviously, you're one of the early kickoffs tomorrow. You're taking on Malmo away. Were they Sweden? They're Sweden, aren't they?
Yes, they are Sweden.
Yeah. Swedish side. Obviously, you literally just played them, but as I said earlier, the match day 3 games, what they tend to do is, the team that played the team at home will then play them away, match day 4. But yeah, how are you feeling with this? You feeling like it's going to be similar to the last game?
Yeah, we should be able to beat them comfortably. I mean, their manager came out and said that they're gonna make it difficult for us and turn up and stuff, which even still with the quality we possess, we should still be able to beat them comfortably. Like 2-0, 3-0.
Yeah. Just before you say your actual score prediction out of them two, Because obviously it's going to be one M2 from what you said. What would your lineup be?
Who are we playing at the weekend?
Because
that dictates. Oh, Burnley. Okay, yeah.
No, yeah. I was going to say, I'm not actually too sure. I know who everyone else is playing, roughly.
Burnley. That makes it easy.
Is it home or away? Should be at home for you, though, right?
Yeah, Burnley at the Bridge. Oh, yeah, and then Leicester. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Mendy in goal.
You wouldn't go Kepa?
No. Again, just secure the win. I like Kepa, but just secure the win. Like, no potential screw ups or anything. Mendy in goal. I haven't really thought about this. Sorry.
No, it's all good. I did just throw the question at you randomly, so it's because I usually do it. But when it comes to Liverpool, mate, the midfield options, I don't even know, mate. Press conference hasn't even been done either, so
yeah, that's the thing.
I'll just go with it.
Okay. I would rest recent. Chalobah, Christensen, Rudiger, right wing back, Aspie, left wing back. I would stick with Chilwell. However, I have a feeling it might be Alonso. In the pivot, I don't know if Ruben's back. If Ruben Loftus-Cheek is still injured, then I would go. I play Jorginho and Saul. I want to see those two play together. And the front three is going to be Ziyech, Havertz, and Callum. Joe.
Yeah. Fair enough. So what I'm going to ask you now. Oh, my mate's such a troll. But basically, there's this guy who used to come into my school, obviously my old school, when I went to school. And, bruv, he always used to, like, when he said it, he used to sound like Buv. And it's just so funny. But yeah, Chris has dropped his score prediction. He's going with a 4-0 Chelsea, so he's going with the same result as last time. What are you going for?
Yeah. What? Yeah, I'll say 3-0.
3-0. All right.
Yeah.
Just going to make a note of that. You know what I'm saying? 3-0. I will go.
Rudiger scores. If Rudiger plays, he scores.
Okay.
It's gonna be a banger as well. He's gonna go on a run and whip it in from 30 yards.
Okay. I agree with you, to be honest. I'm going to go over 3-0 as well. As you said, like your quality should still be enough, and you know it's just one of them, isn't it? But yeah, the next game, Wolfsburg taking on Salzburg. Obviously, last game Salzburg won 3-1. In this game, I don't know how this could go. I'm gonna go over. There's two scores I'm thinking. I'm thinking 2-2 or 2-1 to Salzburg. I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna go with that.
Salzburg.
Yeah. It's one of them, isn't it? It's like. Yeah, Chris has gone the same as me.
Yeah, I'm going with a draw as well. I'm going 1-1.
1-1. Okay, no worries. 1-1 draw. Next game, Villarreal taking on Young Boys. Obviously, last time out, Villarreal 4-1 winners. And this time it's at Villarreal's ground as well. I think, do I think Young Boys will get revenge, or do I think Villarreal will do it again? No, I think Villarreal will do it again. I'm gonna go closer though. I'm gonna go for a 5-goal thriller. I'm gonna go 3-2 Villarreal.
Wow.
Because I think they're gonna try. Young Boys obviously gonna try and get revenge, but I don't know, Villarreal at home. I think it's gonna be one of them.
We're going 2-1 Villarreal.
No worries. 2-1. Yeah, no, as I said, I've got a feeling. It's going to be like that, one of them games. Because didn't they have a game recently? Well, not recently, but when against Atlanta, where there was quite a bit of goals as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris has gone for a madness as well. Villarreal 4-1 again, a repeat. He thinks a repeat. Jeez. But yeah, as I said, I think it'll be closer. But I think it's still going to be a lot of goals. Next game, the other game in your group, Juventus taking on Zenit. Obviously, Juventus winning 1-0 last time out. This time they're at home. For me, I'm gonna go for 2-0 Juventus.
I'm going 1-1.
1-1.
We need it to be 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I look through, Juventus haven't scored a lot of goals. Like, they beat us 1-0, they beat Zenit 1-0. They scored 3 against Malmo, but, Malmo. So, and Zenit as well, they haven't, they lost against us only by 1 goal.
Yeah, true.
They lost against, they've went 1 or 2-0 up before we even scored in the first place. Like, they've got a goal in them, and it could very well be 1-1. So yeah, that's my scoreline.
Fair enough. What's the chat saying about that? That game? You know what I'm saying? I think they'll get another clean sheet. I think they'll score 1 more goal than the last game out. But obviously, Prime's gone for a 1-1 draw. Interesting. But as you said, yeah, they do have a goal in them. I was surprised that they didn't get a goal against you lot, to be quite honest with you. But yeah. Next game though, Bayern taking on Benfica. Obviously, last time out, 4-0. Chris has said his score prediction. Juventus 4-1. Zenit love my big predictions, mate. You're saying some mad predictions.
We don't need that. We don't.
Bayern taking on Benfica, as I said, last time out is 4-0. And this time it's at Bayern's ground. I'm gonna go for a mad result here. I'm gonna go for a high scoring game. I'm gonna go Bayern 6, Benfica 1.
I mean, you're not crazy for thinking that, to be fair. Bayern Munich. Yeah, what? Beat Barca 3-0. And yeah, 4-0. 5-0, 4. Yeah. 6-0 Bayern Munich.
6-0, you reckon?
Yeah, clean sheet.
Fair enough. Uh, 6-1, 6-0. Next game, Sevilla taking on Lille. Now, obviously, last time out, it was 0-0. Obviously, I skipped past that game. Chris has said Bayern 4-1 Benfica. Fair enough. So we've all went high scoring for that. But yeah, Sevilla versus Lille. This time round, I think there'll be goals. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 to Sevilla.
I'm going 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, draw.
One, didn't you? Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, 1-1.
No worries. No, he's got to be taking a mick now. He's got to be taking a mick. He said 4-1 for so many games. 4-1, do you reckon? Seriously? You don't think that game will be close? Next game, which I think will be close. Dynamo Kiev taking on Barcelona. Now, obviously, last time out, it was a close game as well. 1-0 to Barcelona. Goal from PK. Now, Kiev, Ukraine, isn't it? Them fans are very, very like on ya. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't want to mess about. For me, I think it's going to be similar to the first game, but I reckon Kiev will stop Barcelona from getting 3 points here. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw.
They haven't scored.
Have they not?
No.
I think this will be the time.
My head says 1-1, but my heart says 2-1 Kiev.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'll be sensible. I'll say 1-1.
1-1. So you guys same as me. Yeah, I think they'll stop it. As I said, them fans, man. Gareth says, if I see one more 4-1 from Chris, yeah, trust me, he's saying so many, isn't he? He's like, what's going on here? He's probably going to say 4-1 here. But yeah, the next game, which I think is going to be a very tough game for United, taking on Atlanta. Obviously, very close game last time. For me, do you know what? I'm going to go with the Desmond here. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. It's very interesting,
okay.
isn't it?
Now, Ollie, what are you going to do if you stick with this 5 at the back? If you stick with this 5, I think you can batter Atalanta. You can win like 3-0, 4-0 comfortably.
Jeez.
But if you switch back to a back 4, then you'll see another 2-2, 3-2. So, depends. What is he going to do?
Chris goes the same as me. 1-0 Barcelona. Yeah, I was thinking that, but then I was like, I think them fans, mate.
2-1 United.
2-1. Fair enough.
Yeah, 2-1 United.
Next game, Real Madrid taking on Shakhtar Donetsk. Now, obviously, due to circumstances Real Madrid are in, I did think it'd be a closer game. Obviously, Shakhtar Donetsk, not too long ago, they got to the semi-finals of the Europa League. They don't, I'm not too sure if they do now, but back then they didn't actually play at their home ground due to ongoing war that they had. I'm not too sure if that is still the case. But yeah, as I said, they're taking on Madrid at Madrid. For me, I think this is going to be another Madrid win. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Real Madrid. Benzema might get a couple.
Benzema.
Who got the keys to my bimmer? You know what I mean? It's going to be them vibes.
Real Madrid.
Decisions.
I'm really thinking that.
I'm shocked Chris didn't say 4-1. Trust me. 3-0 Real Madrid. Similar to mine. What are you going with, sorry? Or did you not say? Oh, sorry, I thought you said.
I don't know. Something it won't happen, but 3-0 Benzema hat-trick. It's not going to happen, though, but let's just put it down.
Is that your final prediction?
Yeah. It's not going to happen, though, but let's just put it down.
3-0 Madrid. Next game, other game in Liverpool's group. At the San Siro, Milan taking on Porto. Obviously, last time out, 1-0 to Porto. Milan, I would say that's the only game that didn't look too great in. The other two, I thought they did, especially a Liverpool game. But yeah, taking on Porto at the San Siro. I think this is going to be where Milan actually get their first win. I'm going to go with I'll go over 2-1. 2-1 Milan. Still think it's going to be tough.
I'm going 2-0 Milan. I think especially after winning the derby at the weekend.
Yeah,
might
very
propel
true.
them to get back in.
Yeah, that's very true. I forgot about that, to be fair. Milan 1-1. Interesting. But yeah, next game, Sporting taking on Besiktas. Now, obviously, last time out, it was 4-1 to Sporting. Now, I was very surprised about that. Coates, Liverpool player, well, former Liverpool player, sorry, getting 2 goals, 2 headers, both good headers as well, to be fair. Besiktas got in Pjanic. I think this game's going to be. I'm going to go mad. I'm going to say a 5-goal thriller. I'm going to go 3-2 Sporting. I think they'll win again.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm going 3-3.
3-3.
Mainly because Batshuayi is there. So, yeah, 3-3.
Yeah. 3-3. Both went high scoring there. 3-2. Coates, what a legend. Maybe not for Liverpool, but he did. Didn't he score an overhead kick one time? I swear he did against someone. I think it's like QPR or something like that, but I can't remember. I know he did score some decent goals though. But next game, now Dortmund need to definitely bounce back after that last game. Obviously, Ajax winning 4-0 at their ground. This time it's at Dortmund. For me, I'm going to go with another 5-goal thriller. I'm going to go 3-2 Dortmund.
Dortmund have to score.
They've got to. They
2-2 draw.
Moving on, next game, Sheriff, yeah. Can they get another 3 points? Taking on Inter Milan. It's that Sheriff. Obviously, last time out, 3-1. Yeah. 3-1, wasn't it? Yeah, 3-1 to Inter Milan. Oh. Am I going to go for a shock? Am I going to go for it? Oh. Decisions here.
What a shock win would be Inter winning right now.
I'm going to go. I don't know. This one's actually tough to predict. I can't lie. But I'm just going to. Chris says Dortmund 2-2, so he goes the same as you on that one. This game's hard to predict, you know. For me, anyway. If you've got a prediction, feel free to say it. But yeah, I'm struggling here. This one, I'm a bit like, whoa.
Sheriff need to keep their top spot.
Yeah.
So they're not going to beat Inter.
I'm gonna.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go 2-1 into Milan. I'm gonna go 2-1 into Milan.
I want Sheriff to. Yeah, nah. Okay, yeah, it'll be a draw, 1-1.
1-1. Okay. Next game. Now, obviously, I'll do a little preview here. At Anfield, Liverpool taking on Atletico Madrid. Obviously, last time out 3-2. You know, if it weren't for Alisson in the first half, we could have been losing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll go on to a lineup I would play. Going into this, Alisson in goal, obviously. Trent right back. Robertson left back. Defence, I would go. Personally, I'll go Van Dijk and Matip. And then midfield, Henderson, Milner, Keita. For the midfield, I'll go with. I think that's probably the best midfield we can go with right now. And then up top, I'd go Mane on the left, Salah on the right, Firmino through the middle. So yeah, that's how I'd go. Obviously, players to watch out for. Wait, would Griezmann be banned, or would he be all right to play in this? I'm not actually too sure. Don't know how it works. I know how it works in knockout games. I don't know.
I don't know how long knockout the suspensions carry through.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Suarez, of course, have to watch out for him if he starts this time. But yeah, you know, they've got great players. It's obviously going to be tough as well. Chris says Griezmann is banned. Okay. Felix as well. But yeah, my score prediction, we're at Anfield. I think we'll do it, but it's going to be very tight. It's going to be very tough. I'm going to go over 2-1. Chris has gone with a 3-2, so the same as the last game. His lineup as well would be Alisson, Arnold, Matip, Gomez. Interesting. Timicus, interesting. Henderson, is Thiago back? Jones is even in there for a shout. Salah, Jota, Mane. That's very interesting. Yes, I would personally stick with Van Dijk.
Loses.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's your opinion. You know what I mean? But yeah, what are you saying for a score prediction? I'll go with a 2-1.
Yeah, You guys lose this game.
Really?
Yeah.
You think this is our first loss of the whole season? Think the time is up. The time is now, like John Cena theme song.
But you can't keep outscoring teams, and Atletico Madrid are stubborn defensively. So, yeah, 2-1 or even 2-2. But yeah, let me just say 2-1. 2-1 Atletico Madrid.
Oh. Done. Right, there's that done. Next game. Only 2 more to predict. Jeez, that's actually went quite fast, like predicting them anyway. Man City taking on Club Brugge. Now, obviously, last time out, 5-1 Man City. The quality was just shown, wasn't it? Club Brugge having a good first 2 good games. Obviously, getting the draw to PSG. And then beating Leipzig away. So, yeah, they got good results there. But as I said, the quality was just shown. If you're asking me, and now this game's at the Etihad. I think this could be peak for Club Brugge. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to go 4-1 Man City.
Yeah. But Bruges are good defensively, though. That's the thing. They're stubborn. Three 1 City.
Fair enough. Chris has put Lucky Velv not in comments. They accused Prime of having Liverpool agenda. I don't think Velv's ever come in my comments, to be honest. Pause.
Pause.
You know what I mean?
No, because I don't praise everything about Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
I don't think everything about Liverpool is great. He thinks I have a Liverpool agenda. I don't hate Liverpool. I just have an opinion.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. So yeah, you go over 3-1. Chris goes with a 5-0. Jeez. Yeah, that's very interesting. Now, last game. This will be a very good game, I think. Leipzig taking on PSG. Obviously, last time out it was 3-2. Yeah, 3-2 PSG. Leipzig, I think it's a fairly tough place to go. For me, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is a hard one to predict as well for me. I'm gonna go 2-2. Yeah, I'm gonna go with what Chris has gone with just there, and I didn't even copy him. I literally, as soon as I thought of it, boom, there you go. It was there in the comments. But I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Leipzig, do me a favor, please. Do both teams have enough to be a 3-3 draw?
I would say so. They do leak a lot of goals as well, both of them. So
true. Yeah. Okay.
So you go 3-3.
Yeah. I mean, it could be 4-4, but yeah, let's just go 3-3.
3-3. Okay. So yeah, people. Obviously, that is our predictions and us discussing the previous games. Like I'm saying, as we said, the match week 3 games, they're literally just the same in match week 4, but you know the other team's home or away. But yeah, Chris also says Velv was crying when we didn't sign Kabak on permanent. Oh my days! Like I rated Kabak. Don't get me wrong, but it's not someone. No disrespect to him, but it's not someone who I'd get upset over. You know what I mean?
Thank you. The guy is so bad.
Yeah, like I thought he was. I thought he was okay, but he's not as great as people make out. Like you see what he's doing at Norwich, he has been a bit questionable. You know what I mean? So, you know, but yeah, we're probably going to wrap it up there. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, as you can see, that is the UCL points going into episode 4, game week 4, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, appreciate you coming on Twitch. Let the people know where they can find you. I'm pretty sure if I take this off, actually, there you go. That's where you can find him. You what's the next video you're going to be on? Got any that you're coming on, or?
Yeah, I'm on the football terrace, so you can catch me there. I'm also have a channel, the First XI, which is that. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the First XI. So search the First XI on YouTube, on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. And that's my personal Twitter. So follow me on Twitter there for anything that I'm up to. And thank you for having me on.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
Me up.
Good thing is, actually, I needed a Chelsea fan because literally I've got an Arsenal fan, I've got Tottenham fans that can come on, I've got United, I've got City. You know what I mean? That's rare. I've got Man City. You know, even teams like Brentford, you know, Wolves, you know, like teams like that. But I just couldn't find a Chelsea fan. Well, obviously I could, but like none that would actually come on. So yeah, if you would definitely want to come on more for stuff like that.
No one wants to come on. Have you asked?
Nah, not Chelsea fans. Like I don't know why.
Oh, because you're a Liverpool fan and they think it's going to end up being a battle.
Oh, no, I'm not like that. I listen to what people say. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if they try coming at me or saying, you know, like, I don't know, like, you know, just trying to beef, basically, then yeah. But no, I let people have their say.
Steven
you know
Gerrard's
what I mean?
not that good. Something like that.
Whoa. Oh, no, that's a bit too far now. That's a bit too far. Yeah, I'm just gonna read some comments. I didn't rate Kabak at all. I thought he was all right. I didn't think he was as great as certain people were making out though. Yeah, he's a spitting image of my dad, Kabak. I swear down. When my dad had hair before he shaved it off, and now he looks like Usyk. Kabak couldn't defend a plastic bag coming at him. Oh my days. Chris says, "Take care, lads. I can get to sleep now." Yeah, trust me, I need to do the same. To be honest. Man City fans win tickets from McDonald's Monopoly. Oh yeah, I saw all the memes of that. That was brilliant. But yeah, as I said, if you want to come on the channel at any time, yeah, feel free. You know what I mean? Like, what's coming up on the channel? Obviously, you lot know Luton's my second team. Obviously, I'll go to the games. I'm going to a game tomorrow. So it's going to be a vlog that will hopefully come out midnight tomorrow, around about then. If not, it'll be the next day. And then obviously on Wednesday, there'll be a watch along to the Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid game, including a live match reaction and player ratings. And then on Thursday, got quite a lot on Thursday, to be quite honest with you. You got the Luton show, which obviously I do with my dad at the moment. And then you've got, I believe I'll be going on Niall's channel for the Liverpool show, and then I'll be doing Premier League predictions. So yeah, on Thursday, you know, it's going to be a madness. But yeah, that's what you got coming up on the channel. So yeah, make sure you smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the channel, and yeah, I will properly see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah, hopefully the video will be out tomorrow, the vlog. So yeah, check that one out. And you got any final words, Prime?
yeah, just people like, subscribe,
and definitely follow him on his socials and check out the content that he's on. And yeah,
we'll definitely, I'll definitely try and have you on the first XI. I mean, you're a Liverpool fan. We have a Liverpool show that we do, so we'll get you on every week. And to be fair, I mean, Chelsea,
just quickly,
Liverpool,
when do you usually do them, or do you do them different times in a week, or do you have like a stick time, or is it?
We do them usually today. I don't run the Liverpool show, by the way. So I'll get the host to like contact you and stuff about it. But and
no
also,
worries.
I mean, to be fair, Liverpool Chelsea have already played, but when we face each other again in the Prem, or if we meet each other in the Carabao Cup or something like that, we'll try and get a preview to do and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice. But yeah, okay, fair enough. But yeah, as I said, make sure you check Prime stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check out the content he's on. Make sure you follow his socials. Make sure you smash a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the channel, as I said, and I will properly see you guys on Wednesday. So yeah, take care and peace.